Welcome to the Three Cap podcast. Thank you for tuning in this week. How are you guys feeling, first of all?
Decent. Feeling rejuvenated and ready to go, so to speak.
What about yourself?
Yeah, feeling good. Feeling excited for some games to come over the weekend.
Yeah. Speaking of such, last week we've had the Dolphins' first trial. Just wanted to, before we kind of head on to the big stuff, the NBA's kind of dominated the sporting world. What's your thoughts on the trial game? He's currently got a few dollars on the horses. And I'm already doing it. I'm playing with the heel. Anyway, thoughts on the Dolphins?
Sorry about our social media manager.
Thoughts on the Dolphins preseason game? Could you take anything away from it? Because I know there was a lot of up and coming guys, so to speak.
Promising signs from some of the younger guys. Katoa and Bostock in particular, I think. I think with a bit of NRL experience under their belt, they'll be a lot better in big game situations. But there's a lot of potential there for younger guys coming through, and I think that's really exciting for us.
Absolutely. And those two are playing this weekend against the Cowboys?
Yes, they are. Centre and halfback.
Winger and halfback.
Is it winger?
Yeah.
Who's the centre?
Tessie and Ewan.
See? You didn't know that?
I'll get the old team. What were your thoughts on the...
I thought they were quite good. I thought the young hooker, Harrison Graham, was good.
Yeah.
I think some of their middles, JJ Collins in particular, was good. But like I said, there's a few juniors in there, a few guys on training trial that didn't go too bad. But there were a lot of guys in there that impressed. I thought Valance was good. Sorry, the Sponge.
Valence Test Sponge.
Valance
Valance,
Sponge.
yeah.
They were obviously outclassed the Cabras, which was good. A few guys getting another run this week.
Yeah.
Obviously, it'll be a lot harder against the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But even though it is a trial, I really am... Like, I looked at the post the Dolphins did, and I really want this win. I myself haven't really followed an NRL team like this. There's not really been much passion in the NRL for me, but even trial games, my emotions are already getting caught up in it. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Do we have a shot at winning this weekend?
I think we do. Cowboys have...
I was going to say, are the Cowboys, have they named a...
Nah,
They probably named the same squad like last week that we named.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the disrespect.
No, I don't think it's disrespect because I think most of last year they did the same thing with those guys, and there's also going to be some guys that will get opportunities this year through the NRL with the Cowboys. But I do think it depends really, because it depends how long these guys that are NRL experienced, the likes of Tessie New, Ewan Aitken, Jermaine Asako, Anthony Milford, depends how long they actually play, because there is guys that obviously take their spot named in the side.
Yeah.
Rugby Teague's in there.
And
Rugby Teague's got
I
a run.
forgot to mention him. He is going to be elite.
Mason Teague?
Yep.
What position does he play?
Lock.
Yeah, he came with Qatar from
He
Panthers.
is a gun.
Youngin? Panthers?
Yeah,
he came from their juniors.
Right. Yeah.
They played last year in the SG Ball side that won. I believe he was the captain, Mason Teague.
I think he was, yeah.
He played New South Wales Cup. He's, young kid.
Polished it all off.
I think he's going to be elite and probably. Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying to Dad maybe last week, some stage. The young guys that they've signed, like Isaiah Katoa, Mason Teague, the young hooker Harrison Graham, who gets another start, are all going to be really, really good for them. That Jake Bostock I thought was good, and when he fills out, he's going to be
he's young.
One big dude.
Is he young as well?
He's young.
He's only 19 or 20.
Jesus Christ.
There's a few guys in there that are still only really, really young that coming through under Wayne Bennett. Obviously, Christian Wolf following it. Nathan Feeney.
Feeney,
yeah.
Phenos.
Dolphin.
Yeah. Nathan Dolphin.
Dolphino.
Yeah, I think they're obviously without an elite player, but there wasn't. who was ever going to sign as an elite player to leave a club that they were, especially the ones that they're going after, already at clubs that were established.
Yeah.
They're not going to leave. I think it was big that we got some of the forwards that we did. Obviously not in their prime at the moment, but they're still going to be really, really good. I don't see this team coming last like everyone else is putting out there, that they'll finish in the bottom, at the bottom of the table or in the bottom 2 or 3. I think they'll be better than that, and I just hope that Milford, Sullivan can play well.
Turn it on,
because I think if they play well, they've got a good enough side. But there's just no creativity in the forward pack.
Exactly. That was my next
nothing.
thing. I don't because
There's
we're
not enough line break potential in
so
the backs.
I'm just thinking where the points going to come from.
Yeah.
That's all I'm thinking.
That's me.
But
personally.
yeah, and I've just found out obviously our seats where we're sitting for the season in Suncorp, and yeah, I'm absolutely, and we will be taking you guys along with us.
Follow the journey.
Yeah, we'll be taking the camera to the game.
Round 1, are we video?
Yeah, we're not gonna bring the mics. I'm just gonna bring the proper camera.
Yeah.
And we'll just film our reactions and whatnot, kind of thoughts on the game. So a bit of a vlog-like content coming soon. But yeah, hopefully that'll pull a few Dolphins fans into the channel. But
It'll definitely pull me.
yeah,
know.
I will be.
Yeah.
So, but onto the NBA now. Yeah, what a bloody last 48 hours. Yep. Well, last 72, first of all.
That's an old jersey.
It is an old jersey,
Wait,
but
he's number 6.
he is, but he's also the GOAT.
Yeah, it's...
So it doesn't matter what jersey I'm wearing as long as it's the GOAT.
I think we're coming off... I think he broke it Wednesday. It's Friday night now. LeBron's all-time scoring record.
I'm still boss Ed.
It's not going to be breakable. We talked about this last week, and as well, we're gonna roll a clip of Coachy predicting it last week.
I reckon it'll be... No, I'm going to go one of his classic fadeaways from mid-range.
Baseline. I've thrown. He predicted it. I threw him off, and I said, "Oh, is he going to go baseline?" And he's just agreed with me. But we'll give it to him. He didn't go baseline. He's top of the key,
top
but
of the key.
He did hit the prediction mid-range fader. You said free throw. He said he didn't. LeBron himself said he didn't want to have it done in a free throw, so he must have heard the podcast.
Yeah, and he said Skippy, mate.
Yeah, come on,
brother.
Coachy Coachy's the main guy on this podcast,
yeah.
mate. We'll,
Come on, stop talking. So,
But what were you gonna say?
I was going to say the hype around the Skyhawk
Yeah.
before the game.
because he hit one
3-pointer.
a 3-pointer. The possession before that.
He looked like
were
he
you
was
watching
posting
the
up,
game?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
The possession before that, first of all, when he got the ball, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
He didn't even do nothing yet. He
just passed it away.
ended up missing the shot. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He passed it.
He passed it and then he did it.
He got it back, but
He went back to the top of the key, didn't he, and posted up again and then got the ball back. Is that in the same sequence or was that on the next play?
No. There was a play before, and
I think he missed. I think he missed a shot.
Yeah.
He went down, come back, and then he got it. But he got the ball. It looked like he was trying to get someone on his left shoulder to get.
It looked like he was doing it.
But the Thunder did well to kind of shut that down because it looked like he was trying to. Okay,
Yeah, they played really well.
Okay, am I going to do it? Am I going to do it? But I got goosebumps. Heart was pumping. Missed the shot, and then he come back down. I was actually driving home from work and watching the game,
Which is good.
Which is pretty safe.
That's a
But
statement.
a moment you never
Yeah,
want to miss.
exactly. So I actually pulled over on the side of the road and watched him hit that shot. Goosebumps. Heart was pumping. Big LeBron James guy. Obviously,
Why is my heart pumping now? Talking about it.
it was just that good.
It's such a good moment.
But from the first bucket,
You could tell.
that crowd went, when he got the ball, everyone went in. Were you watching from the start?
I was.
I
I watched
did
the
watch the
whole
start,
shit.
Yeah, I watched the whole shit.
I was at work, so I was kind of on.
So
and
take
off.
that jersey off because you didn't watch. So
I was
stop
on and
being a
off.
fake fan.
I did have.
and I had
stuff-
We
you
know
back.
you're at work and you were sneaking in there. And
I had
we're
you
lucky
back,
Ricky
and
hasn't caught you with the old phone out watching.
I can't really defend you too much anymore. I've kind of.
Yeah. I've exhausted all my options.
But yeah, no,
Sorry.
I had it in the truck the whole day. Like I seen you guys' messages coming through.
but you just couldn't respond.
I couldn't respond because that shit. I was just listening to it. Unreal, and you knew he was going to break it the moment like he walked in an all black suit.
And with the
Headband.
pin on the badge saying "Stay present." Like
Stay present.
You know it's
Headband.
happening.
Headphones, 38,388 on them. Like he just.
And then Kareem was in the building. Adam Silver, all the celebrities, it was
Yeah.
packed out.
Jay-Z,
his whole
Shannon
family.
Sharp.
It was gonna happen, and he had it by the third quarter. So, but bit of a foot niggle.
Did you see the halftime chat with his son?
Yeah,
That was gun.
He goes,
that was so good.
yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
16
8 points a quarter.
points?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
8 points a quarter.
Oh, what?
16
and
points.
and
8
like
points
he's
a quarter.
so chill as well, eh?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like, did you see the one after
then
in the
go
change
get
room when Bronny was showing him the video of
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah,
he's
he's
just like
like-
sitting there, and he's just like,
And then he
it's like he's not even their dad, eh? Like
Yeah,
just
literally.
watching it, it's like
Mate.
they're just mates.
And Bronny could hit him, fade him,
yeah, and,
fade him.
But in the locker room, and then they watched the video, and LeBron goes, "Oh, did you save it?"
No,
Oh, I didn't save that.
no, it's deleted.
What a
I just,
moment,
I just
though.
deleted it. Yeah, but it looked like they didn't really give a shit.
Who?
About the game, eh?
Yeah, Bronny and Bryce are chilling.
Oh, Bronny and Bryce. Yeah, they would chill as about it.
Did you see what they said when they were talking about? Like this is after he showed them the video, and they're both sitting there, and he said something.
Yeah,
to the
are
both of them,
you
and they
breaking
said,
the scoring record in
Yeah,
the
2 and
second and
3.
third?
2 and 3.
That would be elite.
That would be elite if that
Oh,
was
I
it.
don't think it'd happen.
I
Like,
don't think
no,
it
like, I'm
will.
being serious, but it's
Nah.
it's a stretch.
Nah.
But just imagine.
Genuinely, I don't think anyone comes. The thing is, I don't think anyone comes close to
I don't
his,
think-
his record by the time he's finished with
I
it.
still think that no one's even going to touch Kareem's record, like the second place.
Yeah.
Let alone LeBron.
Just to think of
Like,
it, like
ever.
so, by the time he's done, because I reckon he's still got three,
He's got
at least,
two still elite years at 2.
I reckon 3 elite years.
He'd probably end up 43,000, I reckon.
Around that mark. So when you think about it, you've got to play a decent 24 years. Plus, you got to come into the league early, and you got to be consistently good that whole time.
And he's averaged over 25 points a game for 19 years straight.
With the
seen-
that's averages too. So you got to chuck in some
Chucking a
odd-
lazy 30, lazy 27 here.
Lazy
not a
30.
lazy. You got to chuck in lazy 40s and 50s.
The
What?
man's is
No, average.
yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
average.
I see.
Chucking
Yeah.
in lazy, like averaging 30.
I did take a photo at the start of the game because I was like, what the hell?
His 8-point games, his under 10-point games or something.
Yeah, that, and there was something else with it.
Oh, was that the thing about Michael Jordan as well? About 30-point games or
Yeah.
something?
So in his 1,409 career games, 1,401 of them he's got 10 plus points.
Right, so, hang on. Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
So,
So
So
eight
times
games.
eight times he hasn't got 10 points. In
And I
his
bet
career.
those times he was injured.
Yep.
Probably.
and I know.
1,172 games out of 1,172 out of the 1,409, 1,172 with 20 plus.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. 530 of 1,409.
It'll be more now.
Yeah.
It'll be 531 now.
531 of 30 plus games.
And then wasn't
That's
it?
second all time. Jordan has the most with 562. So 31 more games. 31 more.
And
31
he'll be
games.
the all-time for 30 plus
30-point
point
games.
games.
He's and have you heard his streak on the 10-point double-digit games? The last time he didn't score double digits was in 2007.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What were you doing in 2007?
Fiddling. Let's just say that
2007.
one.
I wasn't even in Australia then.
Yeah.
We weren't in Australia.
We were 8. Oh, wait, 9. 8 turning 9, I think.
So he's
I
averaged.
was in Auckland, New Zealand, going to Papatoetoe Primary School.
We were 8. We're 25 years old this year.
Ew.
And that's how he hasn't
And
scored
he hasn't
less than
scored
10
less than
points
10.
in that
I
long.
remember that time he rolled his ankle recently, and
he
he
hit a
had
3, then pissed off.
Yeah, he stayed on to get that 3.
And the Lakers haven't been the same since that ankle.
Yeah.
It is elite though. Like 1,401.
unreal.
8 games in your whole last career.
How's that even? That's including playoffs?
I don't know. I
guessing
just seen
so.
it was, yeah.
But I had a look today.
But in playoffs, there's no way he's scoring less than 10, is there?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm thinking because they really hold that 2011 or 10 Maverick series. He low-key did choke, and that's the only stain on his bloody career, which is kind of irritates me a little
I
bit. but-
think. I had a look. That's what I was saying. Regular season points and playoff points combined, he's got about 46,000.
And that's obviously most of all time because he's first in
because
both
he did that
categories.
like 2 years ago again. He passed Kareem up.
Here we go.
That's
here.
so elite.
And Kareem was, and yeah, he's done the shout out to the wife. But down here, we'll move on to the
Trades.
the trade deadline, NBA trade deadline. There's just so much that's gone on in the last week, I would say.
Is that what you look on for your trades?
I just thought of this. So, I'll start with you, Coach. What's a trade that sticks out? Because we're not going to go through every single one, right? What's 2 trades or 1 trade that sticks out to you?
Or the Rush trade.
Yeah, that's my
Getting
one too.
getting him off the Lakers. Like, he hasn't played that badly, but it's just he's so hot and cold. The Lakers need someone with stability.
And his turnovers, and he can't shoot.
He had like 7 in the other night, and he was missing wide open layups.
Yeah, because not many people actually watch the games. It's a tough watch when he's throwing
Yeah.
shit up like that, isn't it?
He's literally bouncing it off the backboard, and it's pissing off.
But I
someone
watched
else.
them. I watched them because I don't really watch too much of the Lakers, right? But obviously LeBron about to break the record.
Yeah.
Watched the whole game. I watched when he came on the field. He has that much energy, and
Yeah,
the dude was like he pulled up 2 or 3 times from 3, and like just absolutely nailed them. And
Yeah.
then he'll run to the rim,
Full sprint, by the way.
full sprint, yeah, and he's got it wide open, and he's trying to lay it up, and he's just completely missed it. I'm like, dude,
it's because he's
how-
probably running too fast. And
yeah, but he just like,
chucking
he
it
could've
at
dunked it, and he's just like literally he's running towards the rim. The rim's like where you are,
Yeah, true.
and he's just gone like this over the back of it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and he'd be a good player, just not on the Lakers because LeBron needs the ball in his hands, and LeBron needs shooters, and he's not a shooter. But the Russell Westbrook, the one thing I will give him, he's probably the best rebounding guard in the league.
Yeah.
because he's so like
energetic.
Energizer
His
Bunny,
hops are-
bang, like going, athletic, and he's a bit of a stat patter, so he wants that
Yeah.
rebound. So, yeah, see you later, Russ. Thank God he's gone. But I'll just go over the Lakers. Obviously, we all know, and add some more because I was actually writing this down, and the kids were just so. The Lakers lost Russ, Thomas Bryant, Patrick Beverly, and one Toscano Anderson.
Where did Juan go to?
I'm not too sure.
He went in a trade to.
Thomas Bryant's the big one.
Yeah, it's a huge loss.
That's a huge loss.
But the Lakers got
to be fair, though, you did get D'Lo, Vanderbilt, Mo Bamba, and Malik Beasley. So I think that kind of covers it.
yeah.
Because the rest weren't that big.
No, that's why I've left out a few. We've got picked up another guy from Denver, a bit of a no one.
Bones Highland to Clippers.
Bonesy.
That's a big one for me.
I like him as a player.
He's a good player. Eric Gordon back in his old stripes.
There's a few reunions.
Yeah. Gary Payton.
Any trades that stick out to you?
Obviously the KD one.
Oh, bang.
Yeah,
KD
that's a
Kyrie,
good
I didn't
one.
even think of that.
Kyrie, I don't think much of him. I don't really like Kyrie, but yeah, the KD that puts them. If
I don't want to say championship, but it's like I have to.
if they don't win it,
It's a fail.
they failed.
Exactly. That's why, and I do not
Because-
want them to because I don't like KD. But then again, I want Chris Paul to win his ring. So
But I listened to another podcast today, and they're talking about like how KD should have stayed at the Nets and like taken that team. If he could have taken that team, it would have been like taking that team to say a Western Conference final, Eastern Conference final. Sorry, if he had done that with the Nets, like that's bigger than him winning the championship
With a super team.
Golden State because
Yeah.
because of the team they had. But to me, this is a cop out.
well, his whole
Again,
career
Because-
has been
Yeah,
again.
but like that, and
So-
the thing that they brought up,
yeah.
the last time he played, he didn't play in a team with a Hall of Famer or a future Hall of Famer. Yeah, have a guess when it was.
When he
Hang
debuted.
on. Supersonics.
Yep, Seattle.
Yeah. 'Cause he got Russ the next year, didn't he?
2006.
Yep,
He got
7, I think
Russ.
it was. Yeah,
The next year.
And then he had
and then,
Harden.
and then he had Harden.
but this is like that guy, really like he talks about himself being one of the best, bruv.
You're not.
You can't even do it in super
You've
teams.
done nothing with.
elite
like-
players.
I think Harden, Kyrie, and KD were really like on paper better than the Warriors but I think Warriors were a better team because they all play their roles.
The chemistry.
Yeah.
Obviously, Draymond.
coach.
They
Yeah,
understand
everything.
teamwork.
Yeah. Obviously, Steph Curry, but
He's a leader. Those
Yeah,
other
yeah,
three
yeah.
aren't. They all just want
But-
to do. I heard something as well. Like it was a thing of Kyrie and Katie talking about how they don't think they need a coach at the Nets.
You
That
do.
They could have coached.
You
they
just
could, they
you
could have coached.
can't.
yeah, just the superstar.
It's the mentality, and it's like Kyrie. That's what I was saying. I don't like Kyrie. He's
Because
so
of that.
up himself, like, and he won't accept it. Like, I heard a thing when his first thing for the Mavericks, and he said how he wants to be at a team where he feels appreciated. And bro, have a look what you're doing to their organisation
Yeah.
first. They're paying you millions and millions of dollars,
and you
you're
couldn't
just-
even show up to work.
Yeah, you
As,
just went on a
as
10-day
Stephen
holiday
A
for
says.
nothing.
Yeah. And that was countless times of injury, and then nothing, and then
He can't do anything by
I think I
himself.
know what your. I don't know what actually.
What?
I was going to say I think I know what your 3-cap reacts is, but I don't know what it is. But if it's not, we may do 2 3-cap reacts because
you got another one.
if it's not what Coachy sent through, then I've got to show you because
What?
it was hilarious.
What is it about?
Well,
Just
I
say.
think we should rip into a 3-cup Rex. Am I putting it up on YouTube?
I don't think it's
I don't
on
know
there.
if it's
I
on
sent it in
YouTube.
the chat.
Yeah, so Coachy sent through his on the chat, and I'll have a look at mine because I think I liked it was on TikTok. I think.
If you, as long as you can send it to me, you can just show us here because I'll put it in the.
Well, he sent it in the.
I sent
Is
it
it
in
a
the,
TikTok?
No, I sent it
I'm
in the
looking.
3-cap chat.
Yeah.
To react to?
Yeah. However, it is on
Did I watch it?
Instagram.
Did I watch
It
it?
is on Instagram.
Did I watch it?
No, I've just seen it
No, he
before.
just sent it before.
Oh, and you said don't watch it.
I'll send it to the 3-cap page. And then you can just...
Oh, I'm not logged into the 3-cap one.
Yeah,
What
this
are
is
you
on
logged
TikTok,
into?
The one that I wanted to show you.
What is it?
Okay, we'll do
you
your
just
reacts
say
first. Send that to
Shannon Sharp?
Santina.
Oh, no.
Okay. I'll go. I got
What
it
am I
now
sending it to, Santina?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I can also laughing. I was like, the bro is on 2-0.
I don't know if you would have seen this, but obviously...
We're gonna do a recap, 3-cap reacts to the DMs.
Yeah.
What?
All right. Let's see what we got here.
It's Stephen Curry in college. You got to
Okay, hang on. I'll
go back and
Why
then...
does he look like that?
Because he's in college.
No.
He's young.
Bunches golden rule, and last night's film
Oh.
sure was cool. Awkward eye contact just isn't cool, and your boys call outs are way too cool. The outpost might be open later, but Allison cannot maybe a tater. Just the de jour is all I'm here for. Skip class today, and all I can say is, that comments last night was awfully crazy. I stayed
That home.
Hello.
That home.
That
my
blows so
God.
badly.
I'm so glad he's
Who
good at
found
basket. Me.
No,
but
like to post it.
yeah, Kareem Walker
That
and
home
Hoop Center.
Ain't no way.
I wonder, but it'd be
That.
pretty cool. Imagine like these dudes that he made the video with.
Yeah,
Now he's straight
Now he's-
billionaire again.
That like he is
That
probably one of the
honks.
worst videos I've seen.
Now, what's your 3-cap react?
So obviously we know Shannon Sharp and the beef he has with the Memphis Grizzlies.
yeah.
And we know Ja Moran
I know.
come out a few weeks ago and he said that, hey, nah, bro, he's good in the West. He's,
No, he's sweet. He's sweet.
I'm all good.
and obviously with the trades in the West now,
Here, West is
Kyrie-
stacked, by the way.
with Kyrie coming over to join Luka and KD going to the Suns. This is a little bit of what Shannon Sharp had to say to the Grizzlies.
They got an all-time great player who's in the first year of a 4-year deal, so they have him for 3 more years. I got one more thing before I turn it over. Turn it over to you. Hey, Ja, y'all still good in the West?
That face.
Y'all still got the little mini dynasty going?
Yes, Dylan Brooks.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Dylan
2-0
Brooks.
Shannon Sharp, baby.
Dylan
Y'all
Brooks.
still good in the West?
Dylan Brooks, the dynasty.
Yeah, you see what that mini dynasty going on over there?
But yeah,
He
that's
is-
true though.
Shannon
Memphis-
Sharp's becoming one of my favorite,
Yeah,
sports
I love
analysts.
listening to your Skippy Bayless and Shannon
I
Sharp.
don't like Skip Bayless, but I
I
like
could knock
Shannon
that
Sharp.
dude out. We should do a skip v skip.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Charity boxing match.
Chattery.
Chatter.
Chattering
gonna say
chattering
that.
match.
Yeah.
But
Shout out Jason David.
Yeah, Memphis are.
Surely.
Yeah, they're not chilling no more, bruv.
Memphis probably won't
They're even
even.
like a top 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah, it's not like maybe if they're lucky, if they have a good season, first round, you're out. See
Where
you
are they?
later.
Where are they sitting?
They're second.
2 seed.
How far up?
They're like
Away.
5.5, 6.5 games up, I think, and it's Sacramento next, I think.
Eat my sack.
4 now.
So
4
they're,
games.
they're 2 games in front of Sacramento. Ooh. 4 in front of Dallas. The Clippers low key chilling in 5th.
Yeah, but they're
I want.
so
Lake,
hot
I
and
just want
cold.
Lakers to make the second round. And I'll
Yeah,
be
but
happy.
just imagine this, right? So you get like
If everyone's healthy,
so
they can
go
push.
Hot, they're hot and cold, and they're sitting 8 games clear. Well, they're only half a game clear of Phoenix. 9, 9.5, 10.5. So they're realistically, I don't think New Orleans or Minnesota are going to catch them. They're a game behind, and then Golden State are a game and a half behind, without Curry for a few weeks. So I don't know if they catch up straight away. The Suns will probably jump them. I've got that, but Dallas as well. It depends how this whole Luka Kyrie thing goes together.
Yeah.
Clippers get healthy with the additions that they've got, because Eric Gordon doesn't miss games. He can shoot threes. He's a pretty good.
It's
defender.
just
Batum's a good defender, and he
Batum.
can shoot.
it's just Kyrie's. Sorry,
Kawhi.
Kawhi's the big problem.
But no, but
Big
that's
bro
the thing.
cannot
He's
stay
been,
healthy.
no, no, no.
No,
He's
but
been
playing.
He's played a
It's
lot,
Paul George is missing.
and he's
Is it?
and every
If it's not one,
like,
it's the other.
Like most of them being 25 plus games from
Yeah.
him.
But I just hope that Kawhi can stay healthy, Paul George stays healthy, and these new guys that are coming in, especially with my guy Plumlee. I know it's your team, but Plumlee is my guy.
Yeah,
Norman Powell is a
Norman Powell's
smoky
a
in
good
there.
scorer for the bench as well, but adding Bones Highland to that bench as well, because I
Yeah.
wouldn't start him. I'd bring him off the bench with Norman Powell for scoring, because he's elite, elite 3-point shooter.
Then you can have Paul George, Kawhi, who Zubac, Batum.
Would you start Batum or would you start Morris?
Nah, I'd start Batum. Have
Would you start
actually
all your
no?
good defenders
I
on
reckon
one thing?
Morris. I reckon
Probably Morris.
I'd start Morris because he's still all right
Morris,
defensively,
and
but
then
Yeah.
at least you get defensive on the other end.
probably Terrence Mann.
Yeah,
Start
and
him,
then,
and then off the bench you can have Plumlee.
would you not start? You wouldn't start Eric Gordon. And bring
Yeah,
Terrence Mann on
Terrence Mann off the bench.
and put Norman Powell at small
Terrence
forward,
Mann,
Bones
Norman
Highland,
Powell, Bones Holland,
Mason Plumlee,
and Batum.
Batum. That's still pretty
That's
good.
Pretty good.
but it's just pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, no, you got.
You still got Covington as well to come back
Yeah, who's a
if
good
he
defender.
can if he can play.
3-and-D guy.
Yeah,
But
wing scorer.
are they gonna make anything happen or what? Jesus Christ, we've been talking
Well,
about
you
the
never
Clippers.
know, really.
We've been talking about the Clippers for how long now, and they just
You
haven't
gotta
done
see
jack
who
It's the
shit.
their
same as the
matchups
Suns
are.
though. Like
Yay!
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, fatty.
Anywho,
yeah, because if you look at it, if they just say they came up against the Suns, Kawhi's guarding KD, would he?
You'd have to.
yeah, then you
Would he
got
lock, would he lock him down?
yeah,
He'd probably still
yeah.
score, but he'd
Probably keep him to 20 on poor efficiency, but then you got Booker. Who's touching Booker? No one.
Paul George.
Is he good
Paul
defensively?
George is a good defender.
Yeah,
He is.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then you got CP3.
He ain't shooting the ball. I'm not worried about
He's
him.
an assister.
A bit of a
He's in
mid-range
his-
guard. I
he's-
don't know.
He's in his
Oh
system.
no, that was 2 years ago. That was
yeah,
2
but
years ago.
who's your guards? Who'd be?
Well, then you'd have Eric Gordon.
He'd defend him.
And also, and then
And
Morris is
Zubac
an
takes-
okay defender. Zubac will take Aiton.
Aiton. I think Zubac is probably better than Aiton at the moment.
And then,
Except
but
Aiton can shoot
then
probably mid-range a bit better.
if you really needed to, you could chuck Batum on.
Yeah.
The other day, the game that I was telling you guys about when they came back against
three over in the three defensive plays in overtime.
Yeah, so he shot the clutch shot, got them to overtime against the Knicks. I know it's the Knicks, but then in overtime came up with 3 or 4 steals back to back.
But they're all veterans as well, which is like you think they know what it takes to win when they get there. I think there's got to be healthy.
Yeah.
If they're not healthy, then they really have
Health
no-
is a big thing, but I still, even if they're healthy, I still don't.
I think they get second round, maybe.
Well, you think about it. When they weren't healthy, Paul George was not healthy, and they went all the way Did they make the Western Conference final?
Nah, Paul George was in there.
Yeah, but he wasn't fully healthy, was he?
I don't think so.
and
Our
they went-
our
and they
main
went all the way.
guy was Terrence Mann.
Yeah, and they went all
And
they
Reggie Jackson.
So I look at it like that, and I think the players and the pieces they've picked up now are better than what they had before.
But you got to look at not just their team. You got to look at who's in the West. Who.
I know, and that's what I mean. It depends
the
who they
tough
come
bit.
up against.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the top, if you look at it now, how does it work? Is it one plays
So one will play 8.
8 that way.
so 2 plays 3, 2 plays
Yeah.
7,
7.
3 plays 6,
4 plays
5. So
5.
they play the Mavericks right now, and to me they beat them with the side that they have.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they just lost to them today.
But that was without Luca.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
But
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's what I say. We needed
in
we
the
need-
playoffs, Luca's that dude. Like,
No,
Yeah, but
Clippers
is-
lost to them.
Yeah.
Clippers lost
Yeah, but
without
he's saying-
Luca.
Yeah, I know.
that's what he's
Yeah, I
saying,
know.
Without Luca, and he said Luca's that dude. So in the playoffs, you're going to expect the Mavericks to be better.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
and Luca will have 55, 12, and 8.
But
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying as well. And like, throw Kyrie in there now. Does he get as much ball? This is what I'm saying. We're never going to know until we see them play together. Because
Yeah, true.
to me, Kyrie is that dude that'll just take the ball off someone,
And-
and he'll do it just to be like, no, I'm not giving you the ball.
Yeah. And all the speculation we're talking about has got me so excited for the playoffs. It's going to be that good. The
Yeah.
Raw, not so much the East, but the West is going to be
That's
The East is a
unreal
bit
to
of a
watch.
walk in the park. So Celtics, Bucks have fun playing off in the Eastern Conference
Yeah,
final.
just go straight there. But
to be fair,
Yeah,
though,
skip it and just go to the Eastern Conference final.
I don't know because I still
76 is actually
Think,
they
yeah, that's what I'm
could.
thinking. If Harden and they're still, but see, they got rid of Thibault, who's a really really good defender.
Yeah.
but nah, he honks like for
Nah,
real. Does he
he's-
get pissed all the
he's
time?
been getting-
or what?
He's
But he is
been
the
there.
guy that when they really really need, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling.
When they
Need a mic holder, pal.
yeah,
I know.
when they really need an elite defender, they bring him in. They lose someone else.
Someone or something.
But a lot of these teams that have gotten better over the West have got health first, but they've got a lot to prove. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to, especially the Suns, because on paper you should win the whole thing. The Lakers as well. My Lakers, we've got a lot to prove.
I just hope they get
love the
better.
pieces that we've got. Dead set. I'm not even kidding. Like at the start of
They're 2.5 games behind
Lakers
being in that playoff
playing, that's not too bad. But dead set at the start of the season, I literally was thinking. I was looking at the
Roster.
just the roster. No, not the Lakers roster, just the teams. And I was thinking, man, we need a dude like Malik Beasley.
I think you said that too.
And now we've got him. But so I was like, please, can we make this work? There's no rust. We got Malik Beasley. We got some other good pieces. D'Lo, he's shooting 40% at the moment.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
I like the
I don't know
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. I honk when it comes to any team that's not the Lakers. So but Malik Beasley was probably my favorite non-Laker player. Now that we've got him, please, I just want to get to the second round. I'll be happy with that. But yeah, again, Lakers got a lot to prove, so I'm not going to come out here and start bragging. Oh yeah, they're going to win the chip. But
Somebody sent through in the chat about the Magic centers coming across. Was it in our chat?
I sent it.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
Dwight Howard and Shaquille, and they went on with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just a photo of Mo Bamba sitting at the top. Low key though,
He could.
Two of the greatest. No,
we,
but two of the greatest.
we laugh at him, but like that dude can shoot threes. Like
And blocked a shot.
yeah,
Again,
he's, what, 7 foot.
yeah. I've heard. Well, I've seen highlights of him, but I've never seen him play. But I've heard that a few of the defensive reads are a bit off. Well, he is young, so
Yeah,
He'll get there though.
hopefully under LeBron we can
he's a
kind
bit
of.
of a you know they do run the old screen and roll. He doesn't roll to the basket. He rolls out to the 3-point line.
pick and pop.
Yeah,
pick
and
and
then
pop.
just-
He popped to the 3-point line.
and then
bang.
just and no one gets near him because he's 7 foot. Like you know.
But another thing, right? You can hit threes on any team in the league, but when you go to LA, Jesus.
For some reason,
Christ,
everyone
man.
honks.
As Shannon Sharp said, it's like the rim at Staple Crypto is like 10% smaller because dudes just cannot make a shot for the Lakers. I don't know if it's playing with LeBron, Lakers. I don't know, but please, we'll see. I'm keen to see this lineup, D'Lo and Malik Beasley, because they'll be the starting guards. Then it'll be
Would you not have Schroeder starting?
nah, he's off the bench.
yeah, yeah.
Then it'll be LeBron,
Vanderbilt, Davis.
probably. Yeah, just trying to think because I've just realised we've
Not
lost Thomas. Bryant.
Hachimura.
Probably Hachimura and then Davis. Is Vanderbilt better? See, I don't even know Vanderbilt.
I'd put Rui on the second team because I think he's a bit of a better scorer. You put him in that first team.
He's
with
not gonna get
LeBron
his-
and AD,
his
he's
shots.
not gonna
Yeah,
get
he's
his
not
shots.
gonna get his.
But I
yeah.
still like he's good defensively, and I think he'll be a good scorer.
And he's very good in the mid range. Like watching him.
But that's what I mean. Like I think they put him on that second team because You don't want
You want people.
You don't want to have LeBron
So
and
who
AD
would-
come off and have Dennis Schroeder as your main.
Who would be your second unit? So it'd be Schroeder.
It depends how you
I
rotate
can't think
them,
who they've got right now because they've just moved
Reeves?
so many pieces. Austin Reeves probably Threeves.
Ray.
Brown Jr.
Hachimura. Lonnie Walker's in there.
Lonnie Walker, Rui Hachimura,
That Christie.
Mo Bamba,
Probably Mo Bamba,
literally.
yeah. But
Troy Brown.
Troy Brown Jr. He'll probably be in the second unit now because he was in the first unit. But have you heard? Do you guys know? Heard anything about Malik Beasley going to LA?
No.
Heard about Scottie Pippen Jr. Do you know he's on the Lakers? Do we know anything about that? Well, bit awkward, Brev. Malik Beasley was actually last year or the year before was actually piping out Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mum. Heel.
That's not going to be good for team chemistry.
The king has risen.
Yeah.
He is the king.
He is the king of the team, Malik Beasley. So yeah, would that not be awkward?
That's going to be awkward, and the banter on that is going to be unreal.
I'll see if I can find it. Malik
Beasley piping.
Piping
Pippen Jr.'s
Pippen.
mum.
Malik Beasley pipes Pippen.
What
Pippen
is this?
Piper.
Oh.
Hang on, Malik Beasley Laza.
Getting
King.
piped out by the gang.
Good on him.
Yeah, literally.
Get it,
They
bro.
were when I say piped out, right? They were fully they were dating for like 6 months.
That's even more awkward.
Nah, that's gun.
Yeah.
I'll rate that.
So does Scottie Pippen Jr. call him Dad? Those ones.
Yeah, I think you might call him Daddy.
God, yeah.
That does. Look at them. that does honky, but
Oh.
the man can shoot. So
And he
Well,
and
he's
obviously
shot a
it.
shot there.
look,
Sorry.
I'll give that one to you, brother. Fuck you, my brother. Look at that jamming bit of a.
Jam a bit of a kissy darks.
So yeah, and obviously,
Good shot.
and obviously that's Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. I think we know that, right?
He's taken so many L's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what? How?
Scottie Pippen Jr. Oh,
I thought it was just his
jamming. Heel.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Scottie
anywho, that's the
Pippen's taken some L's, bro.
yeah, that's the update on the Lakers. But okay, we're gonna rip into the draft. We'll rip it out
I
because
reckon. It's 8.
yeah, how long's it been? 30 minutes.
while.
Anywho, this week's draft is
All-time sports teams, seasonal though,
seasonal.
not franchise, seasonal.
But, like I said to Coachy before, my teams, I haven't gone and picked the 96 Bulls because
Yeah, because
they were probably one of the greatest sporting
yeah.
teams. But I didn't watch
teams
them,
you've
so,
personally watched.
so for me, my ones may be a little bit
Yeah.
different to yours, but
So with my first pick, I was going to go with a certain team, but I know Chief here is probably going to be pissed off and take them. So I'm going to leave that for you, bro.
Thank you.
And I'm going to start off with the 2016 Cavs.
16,
yeah.
17, 15, 16.
The one, the year they won the
16, 17.
17,
championship.
Yeah.
The one where they came back and won.
Oh, no, it was 15, 16, wasn't it?
Nah. Oh,
It
Yeah,
might have been.
15,
yeah, it was because
Yeah, it
14,
was.
15 was the Warriors. Yeah.
Yeah, so 15, 16 Cavaliers.
Cleveland. Who's picked now?
It goes to you.
16 Cavs. My first pick, I think you were going to say this one. It'd be hard for me not to have 3 All Blacks teams as my picks, but my first pick is going to be the 2015 All Blacks.
Yeah.
15.
15. My next pick is probably going to be another All Blacks team, but this one is 2015. The greatest rugby team of all time, without a doubt. Perfect mixture of old and new, veterans, younger players. It's just
The year
absolute
they won the
perfection.
World Cup.
Yes, like that lineup.
Unreal.
If you ask me, pick your starting 15 all-time All Blacks, I'd probably just name that whole line out. I'd maybe change a few of maybe a front rower or a loose forward, but other than that, 2015 All Blacks. Skippy, what's your pick?
Well, I'm not going to... I had a look. I'm not going to leave this team for you because I don't know if it's the team that you're going to pick.
You're going to go perfect season 2013?
Yes, sir. 14-0 elite. Is that? Did you have them as well?
No.
That was my next one.
Yeah.
But I still think, even though it wasn't a perfect season, the 15 team was a better mix
Yeah.
to me. But that perfect season was unreal.
Opinions, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and keep yours to yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. Get angry about it, eh?
And then walk off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 2013 All Blacks.
Oh, it's me again.
You again.
I need to bring up the old. The next one for me is the very, very recent, the 2022 Penrith Panthers.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And the reason
That's
I
not
say
too
this
long ago. Yeah, wow.
is because, obviously, I don't know if you guys know what their record was. They were 20-4.
Yeah.
And then obviously went on and won the 3 games to make so 23-4 on the season. Some of the games, 3 of the games they lost. Round 20, Cleary was sent off.
That's right.
Yeah,
In like the
that's-
17th minute.
Yeah.
So they lost that game. That was one of their 4 losses. And then round 22 and 24, they had already wrapped up minor premiership and rested their stars.
Far out.
So
yeah.
I think if they play those guys, they win those games. They're 23-1. Sorry, and then obviously with the Cleary, that's 23. They'll be
25.
22-2.
But so that one game that
sorry.
they did lose, was that a straight out they just
It was
lost?
round 9. They lost 22-20 to the Eels, and it was was it 22-20 or 10-8? It was one. They lost
It
by
was
2
really-
points.
10-8 was the one in the final, wasn't it?
No.
No, there was.
Was it 8-6?
No, that was the year before that.
Oh, okay.
And Penrith won.
So Eels have stolen one. They love to steal one from the old Panthers, but they can't go and win a chip from them.
Yeah, not looking good for them, bruv.
Yeah, but they did lose. They did lose those games, and that's why I thought like 22-20 it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, the 2022 Penrith Panthers.
So does that mean that's the greatest NRL team ever
That I've seen.
that you've seen? Which is a long time because you're pretty old, those ones.
Well, I've
Yeah,
been
that's
around
a
since-
long time.
So
He
since
was like
we're talking
a
from the
pretty-
60s onwards, that's pretty
Well,
impressive.
he was born in the 50s.
Yeah,
so-
that's what I mean. And you think
It's hard. It's hard because you look at different eras in the teams that were playing, and
Yeah.
but like that season is unreal. But do you say it's the best NRL team ever? That's hard to say because if you look at some of the other teams like the Melbourne Storm, and there might have been 6 or 7 teams that were vying for a premiership. I think we all agree there's probably only 2 or 3 that were vying for it last year.
yeah.
And it probably takes a little bit of shine off that, and it's always going to be different opinions. I just think what they've done, especially off coming off a year where they had won, to go 20-4 in 3 of your games, you lose your best player, and then the other 2 you rest stars and you play juniors and you lose. Like if you take those 3 games out and you go 23-1, that's insane. But yeah.
My pick.
Yep.
For my second pick. Look, I know you just said you're not gonna do the '96 Bulls, but I'm gonna go in a bit of a cheap move and go for a more historical team. I was alive. I grew up in Australia, and this one does burn me because I'm just gonna say it. The 2005 Australian cricket team. It does burn me because cricket's probably my favourite sport at the moment. With it being summer, and to miss out on the golden era of Australian cricket, and I was in the midst of it. I was born and raised in Australia through that era,
I've missed it.
and I've missed the golden era. I kicked myself. I wish I watched it, but I just didn't watch the sport back then. I was all about rugby back then, so yeah, that team unreal. Don't know their record, but yeah, rest in peace, Warnie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that 05 Aussie team.
We're being elite.
I'm going to go with a little bit of a different one. I'm going to go with the 2016 Deflategate Patriots.
My last pick is gone.
They were unreal. They went 14-2, and Brady didn't start the season, obviously, because he got banned for the Deflategate of the previous year. They got, obviously...
I knew Brady was a cheat.
Yeah, thing for apparently deflating the balls. But they went 14-2. He didn't start the first 4 weeks. They lost one of those games in those weeks. The other game they only lost by a touchdown, and then they went on and won the Super Bowl, and that was the Super Bowl where they came back and won an OT against the Falcons.
Oh wow!
So
And what a
pretty
that's
unreal
going to be the
season.
greatest Super Bowl comeback of all time.
Especially because he I don't think he personally cheated. The deflate gate, I don't think that was. I think that was
He's a
set
cheat.
up, but he didn't start the season, and he's come back with a vengeance. And they had to hand him the Super Bowl trophy at the end of the season after banning him at the start. That'd rip you to pieces. I reckon. My last team, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with them. I'm going to go with the 2018 Roosters. Personally, for me, just because they had signed Cooper Cronk, it was like...
Kepper Crump, yeah. It was that was...
It was
we had the broken
first
shoulder
year.
and the...
Yeah, the torn shoulder blade or
Unreal
whatever it
how
was.
he played
And it
through
was
that.
just... To think... Because they didn't start off very well, but...
Was that your team again? Was that yours?
I'm gonna have to fucking think of one.
They got better and better as the season went on, and then towards that back end of the season, they were just unreal. And it didn't even look like they were going to lose, even when he was out or ruled out. And it's a pretty unreal season.
And when you hear the stories about Kepper, what he was saying to the boys, and just how he acted around that camp, around that grand final week, give you goosebumps. Kepper Crump,
And then they went
unreal.
back to back. The
Yeah,
first
and then
team
one
to
of
do
the-
it in
the next year.
NRL era, yeah. So
That's pretty crazy, back to back. I heard that, I was listening to something, 2018 and 19. That's unreal.
yeah.
Well, first to do it, so Storm never went back to back.
In the NRL era. So
What does that mean?
After they went, it was because there was two back in the day. It was like Super League and
Yeah, so
ARL.
like probably in the last 20 years, pretty much.
Yeah, since the 90s.
Yeah. My pick. I've been struggling while you guys have been talking because I had the perfect season. That's kind of been taken now, so I'm really struggling here. But because I was gonna go the 2020 Lakers just because it's close to my heart and I can't think of anything else.
Well, they were pretty good that season.
Yeah,
After they started off
They
a
were
bit
52
rocky.
and something before the break, by the way. But yeah, everyone puts asterisks on the bubble, but
I personally
it's
don't.
a ring.
ring's a
LeBron,
ring.
the GOAT, dominate.
Davis prime.
Yeah, he actually pulled his finger out, but that's my pick. On to you.
Yeah, so obviously with those two picks, he's taken.
Yeah. We've poached
Yeah.
all the teams in sporting history, and we've poached each other's picks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with another NRL one. Is obviously not one that
You would normally
I
put
would
up
normally
here.
pick. Yeah, and it's the Redcliffe Dolphins 2013 Melbourne Cup team that I was a part of.
How did I forget that? Those
How
ones.
did I forget that
No,
one?
I'm kidding.
How did I
It's
forget
the
that?
2002 New Zealand Warriors.
The little general.
Little General.
Was that the year they made the Grandy?
Yeah, against the Roosters. I think they went 17 and 7. Memory, like you need to look at that. That's not a great season, but for them, like, and
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
And just
elite-
grand final, and they were up by 6, weren't they? And then they got their asses smoked.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got-
30 or 6 or something. Heel.
But imagine that they're like, oh, we're up by 6. That's
But I have seen a bit of a documentary on the way that they went about it within the club.
that season.
Yeah,
What's it called?
I can't even remember. I'll find it for
That'd
you.
be a really good watch.
But it's just the way that some of the players talk about what the club, what the people involved in the club, what the coaching staff, what the general managers and stuff actually what they went through together and what they spoke about, and how they got the guys to play the way they did. And I don't think there will ever be a Warriors team
What?
that'll come close to that.
Oh, not now.
No,
You
not
could probably
for a
compare
No
past
chance.
teams, maybe like the 2011
It's
that
like-
made the.
Yeah, but
And
see, I don't
even
even think
then-
they were as good as
But
the
that was
2002
my favorite
Warriors.
Warriors team because man, I was a big Kevin Locke guy.
Yeah.
Loved Kevin
Yeah.
Locke. He was my favorite. But
See, I would have been 7 at the time when
02?
Yeah, and watching those. Yeah,
7. You mean 7-0?
yeah, 73 I was. Yeah.
7-10.
Yeah.
You meant.
But yeah, like, and obviously it was starting
7.
watching league.
that's old as shit, Loki.
7 in 2002
I
or
was 05. I was 7.
Oh. Hey.
Yeah, so obviously not the picks that I wanted, but
Yeah, thanks a
Some-
lot.
I have written down some
Honorary mentions.
honorary mentions for me. 2020 Dodgers.
Las Angeles Dashers.
Las Hanchalas, because that's the year they won the premiership.
Premiership. Yeah, they won the premiership.
They won they won the old chip for the first time since 1988, and they did it with the Lakers, and the Lakers did it with them in 1988 as well. So that's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
And then I've got Argentina World Cup team this year, just purely because
Oh, I don't want to. I think they were gifted a lot, but
they might have been, but it's just cool the way they've done it.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I could have went 2011 All Blacks. That was an honorary mention for me, but again, I don't want to have 3 All Blacks. I was trying to stay away from
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I
I
thought
stayed
they
away
had
from the 22-23 Chiefs. Just waiting to see what Monday.
I stayed away from the 23 Dolphins, NRL Dolphins. I
was going to go for a
'cause,
future pick of the 23 Dolphins.
Because you don't want to make it
What?
too obvious. Everyone would pick that. Yeah, it's a good little addition we got up there. But yeah, that's kind of the episode. But we'll kind of have more posters happening around, more pieces, bit of a shelf. But yeah, this is hopefully the new set. A
Yeah.
bit more-
Just
and
before
some
we
arms as well.
Just
some
before
arms.
just before we go, I'd really like to apologise.
Yes, you weren't getting away with it. I hate it.
I just thought I'd get on top of it now. We can't hit a ka-chink. Well, they can. I can't.
No.
I've lost us the multi.
You can't.
For some reason, Arsenal decided they want to play their worst game of the season against Lockie's team, Everton.
Who honk? And I know that. I know they honk.
They're like 18th. Why? You're the top of the league. Why are you losing that game?
Heel. So yeah, we've lost our 3 cap. Do we want to sting a quickie?
I think. Pause.
Yeah,
I do, but
I do, but not a multi.
all right. Who does everyone want to pick?
You know the vibes. Throw me the NBA games. I'll give you a
NBA.
game.
Okay, tomorrow we have Suns, Pacers, Spurs, Pistons, Knicks, 76ers, Hornets, Celtics, Jazz, Raptors,
Celtics are
Timberwolves.
winning. Celtics are winning.
Celtics?
Celtics,
Okay.
please.
Brev, what do you want?
Give
Picks.
me
Skip, quick pick. Skip's quick picks.
Skippy's Quickie Picky.
anytime try scorer for the Dolphins.
Wow.
Wow.
We'll get our first anytime of the season.
Better be careful here. We're going to
Yeah.
have all Dolphins legs on our multis soon.
Yikes.
Give me the man himself, Tessie New.
Wow. Tessie New.
Fun a
anytime.
Tessie. Wow.
Yeah, and he's paying a whopping $2.55 for a try and a
Huge.
trial. So
That's
And
huge for the odds. And
for me,
what's your pick?
For me, I'm going to go with the one, the only Kansas City Chiefs.
To win the Super Bowl. Oh,
and
my
I start
God.
crying.
Hey, what was that cry sound you did?
That's how I did it.
Yeah, you did that before. That honk scan.
Wow.
Just a question, obviously not one. I don't want it to go on for a while, but just a question before we end. In your opinion, what is a dynasty?
A dynasty.
Dynasty, whatever you want to call it. Dynasty, dynasty, whatever you want to call it.
It's when
What-
I
it's when
think-
you've had a
what-
period of
It's not. It doesn't have to be consecutive.
yeah, nah.
I'd say 5 years. 5 years of
5
dominance.
years of dominance. So like you're making the top games.
So it's,
And you've got to win at least 2 in those 5.
Yeah.
okay.
So you would if they
So
win
Kansas City is on the verge of
of a dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you win 2 in 5 years,
So just say for example, because I listened to a podcast and they were speaking about it, and these guys were saying no, they're not. And Nick Wright was
Who?
like, yes, they are.
Mahomes?
The
Oh,
Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
So
Yeah.
in the last 5 years, we're talking AFC Championship loss in overtime.
Yeah, you said this last week.
Super Bowl win, Super Bowl
that's
loss.
a dynasty, man. Like, that's
AFC
dominating.
Championship loss in
you-
overtime.
Yeah.
Well, AFC loss was the first one, then Championship, then loss in overtime, and
Yeah.
Super
If you're
Bowl.
if
If
you're
they've got to win
telling
that Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you got to win 2
if
and
you're
5.
if you're telling me that the lowest that they've been in the last 5 years is the one just before the Super Bowl, dynasty.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't.
what I-
It
that's-
can't.
and that's what I think.
It can't
But
not be.
I think you've got to win the 2 and 5.
Yeah,
You've got to
2
win
and
the 2.
5.
Because you look at, for example, in the 2010s, the Houston Rockets. They were a good team. They made a couple conference finals there.
Not
but
a dynasty,
They
though.
couldn't.
They're not
They
just
just couldn't
there.
get there.
So the guy that said that it's not a dynasty, Nick Wright, I love listening.
He's
to him.
on.
But he turned around and said, "So you're telling me that the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors are the same team?" And the guy was like, "No," and he's like, "Well, they both won one championship. Why aren't they the same?" If you're going off,
Yeah, exactly.
That's what, because he was saying that he thinks the Chiefs are because of all of the success in the 5 years.
He brings that a good point. It also means you keep the same dudes, right? You have that same core, like Patrick Mahomes. He's that dude.
But does it make it? And this is probably a question for you because you don't watch much NFL. Does it make it better with what he's done this year?
I
With
think
the team
so.
he has,
I
because
think
he
so.
lost his best wide receiver. He lost his
He's
receiving
the-
core. He
yeah.
lost all of his receivers.
Yeah.
So he's come in this year
With a fresh-
one tight end,
It sounds like a bit of a LeBron job.
and he's coming with a new running back.
Low key it is.
And four new wide receivers, or three
still
new
he's
wide
taking
receivers,
them to the Super
and he's
Bowl.
back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think it is a dynasty because he's the face of it, right?
Yeah.
If they
they've got
win.
they've got an elete
if
coach.
they win, it's a done. If it's
Hang
a
on.
dynasty.
So how long in those 5 years? What was it? Loss.
AFC Championship, so the game before the Super Bowl,
Loss.
Super Bowl win,
Super Bowl
Win. Okay, win.
Super Bowl loss the following
Loss,
year,
loss, win.
Super Bowl
That-
loss, and then AFC lost the game before the Super Bowl in overtime, and then he's back in the Super Bowl.
Both- if they win the
By the
Super
way,
Bowl.
both
That's
his
100% a dynasty,
both his
100%.
AFC Championship losses came in overtime. One to Joe Burrow and one to Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's a dynasty. He's the man. Especially if 2 and 5 years, it's like. But and also that whole 5 years has been pretty. It hasn't been
Dominating.
shit. Like he hasn't been wooden
The
spoon.
last time they were blowing out was 32 games ago.
How many games this season? 16.
Yeah, 16, and then the playoffs.
Yeah.
So the last time they was blowing
About
out
2
was
seasons ago.
Yeah, about 2 seasons ago, and that was when they had their offensive line banged up.
Yeah, but
They weren't going to defend him at all. He had to just run around and fucking do it himself. But
Yeah.
that's a
But
dynasty.
it was
If
just a
they
question,
win,
yeah,
if they
just-
win, dynasty.
well, so they're a dynasty.
Yeah, yeah. So simple as that.
Yeah.
because they're gonna win.
Lock
have.
it in.
Well,
But yeah,
already
we'll,
did.
we'll check in with you next week
Yeah.
to see if they're winning. If
I'm going
they
to show you my multi as well that I had with LeBron in there the last couple of leagues. But
has it hit.
well,
Anyway, we'll see. Yeah.
yeah, I'll show you.
Thank you for watching the episode. We'll catch you next week. Again, hopefully we've got some more posters. We're kind of lighting as well, getting the
Trying
new
to suss it out.
get the new set up and running. But thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.